We're going to start talking about Lag Baomer, Kavanas Lag Baomer, Alpi Arizal, which of course Lag Baomer, the whole word of Lag Baomer, what's the Indian of Lag Baomer, is that was the time that Reb Shimon was Megala Desaid HaTorah, and that's the big celebration of Lag Baomer, mostly for those people who are learning Seidas HaTorah. So everybody basically being Yotzed the rest of Klal Yisrael by us learning it and then not. But for a party, everybody joins the party. Answer is really, so it's really a kasha why. Why is everybody partying? Really, it's only for those people who are learning it. Answer is that since, first of all, we're being mezaked the rest of Klal Yisrael. So every time you learn this, and there's, let's say, what percent of the world, of the learning world is learning it? 5% maybe, or something like that. Maybe more, maybe less, whatever it is, but whoever's not, so we're being mezaked. We are being mekayim kiyim ha'olam, and also being mekarev the geula. So pat yourselves on the back. We all feel good. Okay, that's Aleph. In the part, before I say the exact Lag Baomer, I'm going to tell you a chiddush that I had Shabbos, because in this past week's parasha, it starts off with saying, Ish imay va'aviv tiro, v'shrapsai tishmayru. I think I may have mentioned it last week, that it says the Arizal, why, what's the smichas ha'inyanim of Ish imay va'aviv tiro, v'shrapsai tishmayru, what does it have to do with the other? Says the Arizal, that it's a siman that if a person is mechadish Torah, especially inside, so he's giving olam haba to his parents, alive or not alive. Aviv tiro that you should learn on Shabbos and be mechadish Torah on Shabbos, and that chidushay Torah that you mechadish on Shabbos is a schus for your parents that they can have olam haba. That's the issue. That's the smichus haparshas. So Glal says, I was mechadish this Torah on Shabbos, it should be a schus for my parents who are in Olam HaEmes, it should be a schus for them, for Rab Shlomo ben Rav Yosef Tzvi, and the Isha Madla Bas HaChaver Rab Meir. So this is what I wanted to say, and it's Negei Lag Baomer. Now we know that, I don't know if we learned this in this year, there's a word Eleikim, Shem Eleikim is Midas Hadin, and that always brings down the din. So now, the Hamtaka of Shem Eleikim is what we call Acharet. We saw that for Pesach, so it's the same idea. What's Acharet? Acharet is we take the Shem Eleikim, and we switch the letters, we go back one letter of all the letters that we could. So to go back in the Aleph doesn't work, so it stays the same. So then you have what's the middle Isius of Shem Eleikim? Is Lamed, becomes a Chav, right? Hey becomes a Dalet, and Yod becomes a Tes. And then the end of Mem would go back to becoming a regular mem, but since it's the end of the word, it goes back to the end of mem. So the aleph and the mem don't change. They stay the same. That's called am. Aleph, mem, am. Now the middle three...
Has a mem at the end?
Elikim has a mem at the end. We don't count it. It's really a charetim, but we're not saying the mem because the mem doesn't change. So it's charet. Ches, dalet, tes, which is gematria 33. And that represents kamtokas hadin. It works.
9, 8.
No, it's 20. Chav. Chav and 9 is 29, plus 4 is 33. Okay, now there's a few other things, because we're talking about Hamtakas Hadin, right? The din got sweet, right? So 33. There's a few yichasin over here. First of all, just to emphasize, I'm telling you straight Arizal, if you want to call it Kabbalah, you can, but straight Arizal. Why do Avelim and now Sfira, I think Sfaradim also knowing like that? They do not shave during Sfira?
Yes, we do not shave.
Okay, so it's one thing we have in common, because the 3 weeks we don't have in common. So what's the reason, Taki, that Avelim don't cut the hair? What does one have to do with the other? Okay. So we know, in this week's Pasha, Sakiv Pas, you're not allowed to cut your payas, right? Says that reason, very shtakal shyness. Without going, I don't have it in front of me right now. Very shtakal shyness, asur, to take off even sa'ar echos from your beard, right? And that you shouldn't even stroke your beard because one hair may fall off. And what's so important about hair of your beard and payas? He says payas you should never ever cut. They should go to olam. Never cut them. Obviously different minhagim, but I'm just saying what he says. And the reason is because we have what we call Yud Gimel Tikkunei Dikna, which is Yud Gimel Midas Harachamim. We need them for us to be under that Shlita of Rachamim. So he says the cyrus of the beard are acting as antennas to bring to us the Rachamim. And as we know, since Rabbeinu Shalom did everything that he did for us, that we should have rachamim. He doesn't want us to be under shlitas hadin. And if somebody chas v'shalom loses a parent, so that's the ultimate midas hadin. So what happens? So Rabbeinu Shalom said, listen, you're under midas hadin. We have to fix you up. Therefore, don't touch your antennas of rachamim, which is your beard. Let it go. Like this, you'll have the shlita of rachamim on you. So that's why, in other words, this way we don't take haircuts during the Yemei HaSfira is because we don't want to reduce our ability to receive rachamim.
It really starts on the beard. The hair is
It's different. The hair is different because the hair is from Zayin to Kunig al Galta, which is Dina Takifin, and we're less makbid on it. Therefore, you're only
question: mustache and Kabbalah.
Same as the beard. Because this Yud Gimel Tikunei Dikna means there are 13 places on your face, each one representing a different one of the Yud Gimel Midas HaChesed. So there's the cheeks without the hair, like, where you blow up your cheeks, that's MS. I don't remember what they all are. I can show you in a picture, each part of the beard. So every single part is considered from the Yud Gimel Midas HaRachamim, which is why we don't shave during Sfira, why should we noyig minig avelus? Because since it's a din on Klal Yisrael, and therefore we need din, we need rachamim, therefore we don't cut our antennas. If you cut your antennas, what happens? No reception.
But Pais is din Pais.
Pais is also same idea, right? So it's the same idea as, I'm telling you, Rizal says never to cut your Pais. Okay? Obviously, many minhagim don't hold from that. Chassidim, certain ones do, because they go more straight minhag Rizal. I'm just saying over what he says. I'm not chas v'shalom telling anybody what to do. You have to see inside exactly which part of the rachmim, which part of the din, and so on and so forth. Okay. The other thing is that now we're up to 33. So we understand that Midas Hadin is shaylet during the Yemei HaSfira, right? Because he's going to talk about, we'll see soon, going to talk about the Chaf Daled, 24,000 Talmidei Rabbi Akiva were mace. The day 33 stopped. So there's the three things. How did it stop? Okay, so number one, in the beginning of the Bria, it says Bereshis bara Elokim. It says 32 times Shem Elokim. By the time it says number 33, it says Vayevarech Elokim. So 33 is showing you Vayevarech Elokim, that bracha came by 33. Okay, so I showed you two ways already. One is the Hamtaka of the Shem Elokim, and one is that in the Shem Elokim, which is the din, number 33 was Vayevarech Elokim, and it also says by Hashem Elokim Eretz V'Shamayim, by putting in the Shem Havaya connected next door to the Shem Elokim, so that was also Hamtaka. So you see, Hamtaka 33 is Hamtaka. Okay.
And the last thing, the third one.
Is that there's the 33rd time in the Torah that it says Shem Elokim, it says Vayevarech Elokim. And the other one is Avahi b'yayim asayis Hashem Elokim Eretz V'Shamayim. That's when he was finished. It says Hashem Elokim. It's the first time it says the Havaya together with the Hashem Elokim. Okay, so that's also. And then there's another thing. Because the 33rd time. Okay, the other thing is, so still 33 is still troubling. Why is 33 so about? So you see in the Torah you have rise and everything else, but what's 33? So we learned in the beginning of Pesach, when the baby is in the mother's stomach, right? So first of all, it's protected from the mother, and it also sits in a fetal position. What's a fetal position? That you sit with your arms like over your head like this, and your feet are drawn up. And in Kabbalah language, it's called Tlas, Klilin, Betlas. You have the three Spheres Elyonis of the bottom seven, which is Chesed, Gevura, Tiferes, right? In a bundle. And you have the three bottom ones, the Netzach, Chod Yesod, which is the 2 feet, and the Briz, also in a bundle. That's fetal position. It's called Tlas, Klilin, Betlas. Why is the baby in that position? Because when it's curled up, it's a protection against Chitzanim. So that's a word. It's Tlas, Klilin, Betlas. And if you break it down, what is Tlas and Tlas? 3 and 3 is 33. So it's a protection from the Yisrael.
Tlas,
Bitlas.
means that the Chagat.
And the three is included, and the three are working in unison. One's included in the other because it's all folded up into one thing. There's a protection against Midas Hadin. A protection against Midas Hadin that's represented by 33. So you see, Nacharaya, that 33 is considered a protection. And the other one you could say is a little bit far stretched, but I'm wanted to say that what is the purpose of a roof? It protects you,
Okay.
right? How do you spell roof? In Hebrew is Gag. What's Gag? 3 and 3. So it's showing you that 33 is a Yom protection. Okay, so that is the first part. That was the last couple of things were my Chedushim from Shabbos. Pascal and Betlas and the Gag and things like that. Because it always bothered me for many, many years. If you wanted to look in my Sefer, I have a lot of marachas on Lag Baomer, you can see. I didn't brought down there.
What bothered you? What 33?
What's 33? What's the Yichus of 33? Okay, so, I mean, you see in Elikim's in the Parsha and so forth. But still, 33, so he shows you, basically, I'm just...
Base or something? And then 33.
There's Lamed Beis and Sivus HaChachma. Or so, why Lamed Beis and Sivus HaChachma? Because since the world was created b'Chachma, right? Kulam b'Chachma Sisa, and there are Lamed Beis and Sivus HaChachma. So number 33 is already when it's finished. So it was created with din. So after the din's over, then comes Am Takas Din. So 33 is representing Am Takas Din. That's the word of it. Okay. So the Ikka is, and you're going to see soon. I'm not going to record an hour right now, but usually we learn an hour. I'm just giving you the outside part. You're going to see soon how Reb Shimon was super makbid, and people, and Arizal itself also, to go to Miron and to be misameach. He brings later, you'll see, it's been the Shara Kavanis and the Pri Etz Chaim. I brought the Pri Etz Chaim because it's a little shorter than the Shara Kavanis. But he brings a Maisa that one of the Talmidim or friends of the Arizal came to Miron on Lag Baomer. And this tzaddik, his name was Rabbi Avram, he had a minhag to say Nachem by Shemona Esrei every single day. What we say on Tisha B'Av Nachem, he said it every single day. So when he came to Miron, so he said Nachem. And so Reb Shimon came to the Arizal B'Cholim, and he said, why is this person saying Nachem? And he says, it's my Yom HaSimcha, and he's saying Nachem? So soon he's going to need a real Nachama. Yeah. And within a short time, he lost his oldest son. So, I was just saying, so the covet of Reb Shimon, the Simcha of Lag Baomer, is very, very important. And I'm saying, it's more negea to us, because we feel it, we learn it, we know it, but think of it in terms, even though whole Klal Yisrael is celebrating it, but they're celebrating that there was a Gilui, that it was revealed in the world. That's the celebration. It's open for anyone who wants it.
Gilui came along Baomer or not?
No, but it's a celebration of it. It was, right, because all the time is Reb Shimon was a Talmid of Rabbi Akiva, right? So he was spared. So that's a chelik of that, that he was able to, he's going to say in a minute. So for that, I'm going to wish everyone a happy Lag Baomer, and I'm going to stop this.